Hey, Beth, that was fast. Look at you. Hey, Kay. Neeners. Hi, Beth.
Hi. I
How
just
are
hit decline
you?
accidentally.
Oh,
Oop.
how dare you? Oh, hey,
Oh.
Dawn. Huh?
Hello, Alexa. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Landon. I just
London.
stepped on a freaking nail in my bare foot.
Ow.
Right?
You didn't check it with your metal detector first?
No, it was poking up from underneath the big carpet in this room. I don't even know where the heck it came from. It hurt.
I'm sorry. I know, Teresa. It's because of your last name.
Hey, Mark. Hello, Teresa.
I don't know why. It's
Hello,
terrible.
Darb.
You ate all those chocolate covered pretzels?
Thank you,
Oh,
whoever
my
sent that. I
goodness.
didn't catch it.
Yeah, Brad, of course, is right on time. I was actually kind of worried because I got home, started making dinner, got a call that I had to go take care of. The sound isn't synced for me. That is annoying.
That's a you problem. It looks pretty synced to me.
Yeah, that seemed pretty good.
Oh, Felix. Get
Sure.
your booty up here.
Can you stir the noodles for me? Thank you. Okay.
Hey, Chris.
Teresa, are you
Doug.
correct me if I'm wrong? You're going to come out swinging, right?
Beautiful
Yes.
Teresa.
Yes, Kim, spaghetti night. Yes. Good to see Teresa again this year.
Heck yeah.
Any echo?
No,
Okay. So far, so good.
not yet. Yeah, so far so good. Hey, look
Andrew,
who it
congrats on
is.
your Civil War token.
Thank you. Alexa looked it up for me. Pretty pumped. It was a place in Albany, for during the Civil War for a flower.
Oh,
So
that's awesome.
Hey, Eddie.
pretty awesome.
Hello, Teresa. Hello, Eddie. Hello,
That's
Don. Hello,
my first
Casita.
token. My first
What's up, Mark?
tax token or
Hey,
Civil
Mark.
War token. Anyways,
Hello.
Mark, what's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Hey, Landon.
Not much.
Hey, Kev. Hey, Kim.
Hello,
Mark is
Kev.
in the house.
Mark is here.
I am. Sorry, the lighting is kind of crappy, but we'll make it work.
That's all right.
I got a nice shadow, so no one can see my face. Hello, everybody.
Let's get this party started, Andrew.
Heck yeah. All right, let's do this.
Let's introduce ourselves. 'Cause
So
nobody knows us.
I'm Andrew, as you know.
I'm Beth, Jeep Girl.
John FLX. And then
And I'm Mark, aka Slip to Text here on TikTok. So
Yeah.
Thank you, Kev.
awesome.
What's up,
Oh,
Con?
Carl's in the house.
Oh boy.
Carl Malone.
So,
man, he took a
it's always
demon.
always the first two questions that come out like right off the top. It's just Andrew's sound. Oh, I don't know.
Hey, LL.
The first two questions is always how long you been metal detecting for, and which metal detector do you swing?
okay, I started at the end of August last year. I jumped right in and grabbed myself a used triple score.
Hey,
That came with pretty much everything to get me going. So I did have to buy a pinpointer. I bought a cheap Amazon one, and that lasted about a week. And then I ordered an Okta one, and and now I am swinging the Manticore.
nice.
So-
Holy
He has
cow.
leveled up.
You took
Yeah.
a big leap.
Yeah, and about mid-October, I found a great deal on one that had only been used a couple times, and so I jumped all over it. So
Heck yeah.
still, it was a little cheaper than. I mean, it came with everything. It was basically brand new. An extra set of waterproof headphones that are still in the package.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't even opened them, so I don't really have beaches around here to go detecting. So yeah, so then I just jumped in and grabbed the Manticore, and just today I ordered. Well, it just came today. I got the M9 coil, which I had to run out and try. So I've been scrambling because I had to rush home and have a shower and get everything ready here and that kind of stuff. So, and then, yeah, and I just got a Garrett pinpointer.
Nice.
So,
You're
yeah,
set for the summer.
I'm ready to go. This is, Sunday was my first day out since, first week of January.
Wow.
So let's just say my, hamstrings are screaming
Oh, I bet.
today from getting up and down and everything else. So, yeah.
That's right, Kim. Garrett carrots are the best.
Where did
Hey,
Slip
Johnny.
Detects? Where did that name come from?
It's a long story. So if you're ever in any of my lives, which I don't go live that often anymore, I used to be a DJ back when I was like teenager. So I had a DJ name called Slip Finger. Yes, everyone kind of jokes about it and thinks it's crude. And my wife was like, she was so, because my Gmail is from way back then. It's the same, slipfinger@gmail.com. And she was just like, that's disgusting. And I'm like, well, you don't really know what it means. It's, it's like a DJ thing. So, and yeah, so when I
turntable.
first came onto TikTok, obviously not knowing how to use it, it just kind of took my email. So my original name on thing was Slipfinger. So, and then we changed that up as I kind of got more into the detecting side of thing, and obviously added the Canadian flag because I'm a proud Canadian. So
There you go.
through. So yeah,
I just dug a Canadian coin the other day.
you guys probably dig a fair amount of them.
Yes and no. I think I've got one silver and one full one. That's a Canadian penny. Oh, and then I got that other one with that weird guy on it.
Wellington.
Yeah, Wellington. Yeah. And then I just got a Dragon Slayer.
Nice. That's on my bucket list. Dougie's in here. Doug
Gotta get one.
He's trying to get me onto one of those out in his neck of the woods. So we went out one time last year, and which was a great day, beautiful weather. But we're gonna try to get back out again this year.
Yeah.
How close are you two to each other?
Probably an hour.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah. So, and he's got permissions for years and years. So, which I don't really get too many permissions around here. I'm pretty much a park digger. So, I've been on one old farm area. And found some pretty cool stuff. So I'm hoping to try to get out. I've got a few places doing through research. There's a few fields around here that had some old homesteads that are now gone. But looking at the old maps, you can see exactly where they were and stuff like that. So I'm hoping to get out and yeah, ask for that first permission.
What kind of resources do you guys use up there to check your maps? Is it the same as like what we use here?
Yeah, no, we don't have. You guys have way more. Like you're what is it? The USGA for you guys that have all the LiDAR map. We have them, but they're not very good. Like I don't know why. It's not really the same. We don't have like a historical aerials type site either. So it's more just kind of digging through and looking for like a lot of our universities will have like old atlases and old maps, and I'm sure they're the same as yours. It's kind of like a surveyed map, and then someone's basically hand drawn a little square where a
Yeah.
homestead used to be, right? So,
Mhm.
so yeah, that's kind of like how I've done my research, and which is odd because I work in the map industry, so that's my background is GIS, and but yeah,
That's kind of cool.
just the data here just is not all that great compared to what you guys have in the States. So a little jealous of that, but we make it work.
Absolutely.
I know Doug has found some cool maps. Like,
Yeah, he's got the same stuff. I know he's got an atlas that, but yeah, two of them. I think he sold one. He's trying to get a permission off the guy he sold it to, but yeah, he's got some old ones, and basically I'm using the same ones just in digital form.
AJ.
Hey, Jay.
So
What are the park rules for digging in Canada?
there is we don't where I am, where I'm located, there's only two parks you can't dig in all of my city. So everything else is fair game. You can do whatever you
Heck
want. Just the two parks are basically historical.
Oh, okay.
So there's
That
like
makes sense.
some historical stuff there. So they've kind of but I mean I've sent emails to our city, and they gave me an online number to say, well, you know, here's your case number or whatever, we'll get back to you. And no one got back to me. So I was just trying to clarify, and I was seeing if I could maybe sneak into one of the places with them letting me, whoever I get on the email answer might not answer it correctly, and be like, oh yeah, you can go there. So
Right.
and but no one ever got back to me. So but it's fair game here. Very anyways, I'm getting all these notices on my phone about it heating up for whatever apparent reason, but
That is actually a really good question. The big question is, how do you find so many wheat pennies in Canada?
well, I guess it's just like, I mean, if I can think for myself, like growing up, like American and Canadian pennies just kind of mixed, right? There was
Right.
no difference in the whatever. So I mean, American pennies just kind of went into our cash registers, and they were handed back out to us. So in the end, it just kind of came down to like, and I guess just the locations. I don't know, like, you know, the one park that I've been digging for the last like couple of months has yeah, I don't know why I'm finding, you know, like my oldest coin was an Indian head penny, 1899.
Oh, there you
Awesome.
go.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, I found American a 46, I think, quarter. And yeah, I mean, just the other day I found it on a 1926 wheat. So on Sunday when I was out, I don't know why this park that I hit. I know there was like some old homes there before it became it became the park and whatever else. It was there was some old homestead. So I found a couple locations within there that, you know, I guess obviously the homestead must have been close, because I
Right.
found, you know, like Canadian large cents and some silvers, and yeah, so, and then all the oldest coins I'm finding are American.
No
That's
kidding.
interesting.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just, you know, it's just weird. So, but that's just this one location that I've kind of found. I like digging there a lot because it's sandy soil for one.
Right.
Not
Easy digging.
Yeah, it's not too far off of Lake Ontario. So
Okay.
probably at one point in time it was probably lake. So all down that area is really sandy. So it's, you know, with the snow just kind of melting here in the last couple of days, and anything where I live in my north part of the city, it's all just clay. So it's, it's a pain in the butt to dig in.
Yeah, we
Well, I'm
know
sure you
exactly
guys
what
get it
that's
with your
like.
farm fields, right? It's like everything's stuck to you, and you're just so
Hmm.
it's nice and easy going to these parks because, like I said, it's pure sand.
Yeah, it's always nice.
The coins probably hold up a little nicer in it too.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
sure.
the coins the other day were coming out, like I guess after the winter or whatever, just sitting there, like they were coming out like green.
Oh,
Like I couldn't even hardly. I got some here, but this is just I got all the stuff sitting here beside me that I haven't really put away yet from the other day, from the last couple days of digging. Just kind of sitting on a paper towel, and John loves paper towels, but
John loves paper towels. That's the best way to display them, guys.
it usually sits on my counter, and then my wife is kind of like, "What are you going to do with all this junk?" That's not junk; it's treasure. It's all my treasure right there.
Yeah, I really feel like that is a recurring statement in probably all of our households, except for like Beth's situation where they both metal detect. So
I was just
kinda
gonna
get that.
say that
You
is
know,
not a saying in my
no,
house.
it's definitely a statement here, though. It's always, what are you doing with that? What are you doing with all that junk?
Yeah,
It's treasure.
it's the same thing in the backyard. I got like bucket of all like the crap, aluminum and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, "What are you going to do with that stuff?" I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Now I try to, as I leave the park, I find the closest garbage and dump it all out. So I'm not bringing it home, and just kind of bring home the stuff that seems interesting to me, anyways.
Right. Dang, it's so awesome. Like I like sit here and I think about it and I'm like, you just started metal detecting this past summer, and like makes me think back, what, 3 years ago I was like in the same situation, and I remember I remember those feelings, like when you were out there and you'd find something and you're like, you're super excited, right? And then you're trying to figure out what it is, and like that's like the most exciting part, right? It's like right there in that beginning stages, you're doing it, and you're hitting this stuff, you have no idea what they are, and then you're getting to be like, oh my goodness, like this is, oh, that's an Indian head penny, cool, like I can check that off my list, and like it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I know, I mean, Beth, I've said this in this chat probably multiple times with other guests on, like, yeah, the best part of it is like getting something you're not too sure what it is, and researching it after the fact, right?
Oh yeah.
And looking at it and being like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love coins. I'd love to find as many silver coins. I'd rather find gold at the moment just because it's worth so much more. But, I mean, but in the end, old coins are what we kind of go after and whatever. But yeah, no, I really like finding just the odd pieces. I'm like, what the hell is this thing? Like, what? So, and then you start researching. Like, I did buy, you probably can't see it, but I did buy the Relic book. So I've been flipping through that and reading some of the stuff on it. Amazing book. It wasn't cheap to get here to Canada, but that's one of the things that kind of drives me nuts a little bit, is you guys have all the good stuff when it comes to products, like, like shovels and all this stuff, like Ultimate Finds Box. I can't even get them here without paying like a huge amount of money.
Right. I was about to say, yeah, shipping's probably got to be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, shipping, and now the tariffs and all that kind
Right.
of stuff. So, yeah, it just, I mean, we have metal detector stores and whatever else. They just don't seem to, it's, for example, I'm trying to get my hands on Gray Ghost Ultimate Finds bag.
Yeah.
Everywhere around here is sold out, and the ones that I can find in the States, it's, by the time it's all said and done, it's like $200 Canadian.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh.
By the time it gets shipped to me and pay the duties and whatever else, right? So, but hopefully they'll get back in stock, and we'll be able to get one. So, yeah.
Gray Ghost fell apart in a year. My Gray Ghost is holding up really good. I abused the
Mine
heck out of
too.
mine. The only thing that got jacked up on mine is the buckle, and that happened in Georgia last year. And I think I shut it in the door. I don't even remember how I broke it. I ended up
That's
buying
how
a
I
belt.
break mine.
Yeah, I just bought a leather belt for it. Bam, perfect.
Yeah, Chris,
Mine and
that's my
Kevin both
plan.
fell apart. No kidding.
I will be heading to visit AA Ron at some point. I'm hoping to get together with a few of the guys, like Mac and those kind of stuff this year.
Oh,
So
well,
before I go, I will definitely
have
be
them get your
ordering.
gray ghost for you
That's what I'll
and
be
pick it
doing.
up when you're there.
I'll be ordering
you
it
go.
here and getting it all shipped to somebody's house there, and they'll bring it and we'll get a hold of it. So,
That's awesome.
Well, how far are you from the New York border?
I'm about an hour, like to Rochester, for example. Well, 45
Yeah.
minutes.
Oh,
From
that's
here to
not
Niagara
bad.
Falls is about 45. So
That's not bad at all.
to Rochester, I'm about, I think it's like, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, hour and 45.
Yeah, so like something like that. I was trying to think of like what the distance between Niagara Falls and Rochester is.
Yeah, we've been down there. My daughter used to play high level soccer, so we used to go down
Okay.
there every year for tournaments and stuff like that. So
Nice.
make weekends of it and play in Rochester a couple times. We've been down there. So yeah, no, it's been so yeah, I'm hoping to organize something. I was hoping to be able to get I was talking with Aaron and we were trying to get together to come out swinging. But it just happened to be, obviously, I'm a Canadian boy. I play hockey. And it just happened to be the same weekend as my finals.
Oh,
Oh no.
So,
Darn it.
yeah.
dang.
And I felt bad because I was the
Chris.
one that reached out to him and said, hey, let's do this one. Let's get together and, I'll come down and pick you up and we'll, keep on driving. And then afterwards, I'm like, when is this thing? Oh, shit. It's the same weekend as my hockey finals. So,
Thank you
Dang.
had something like that happen.
Yes,
It's
Yeah.
it is.
disappointing because it's
It-
exciting to go to the events and see everyone.
Right.
yeah,
it's
no, I was
so
I was kind of
heartbreaking.
excited to go. I was trying to see if get some more people to kind of go and see if we can kind of make a meetup of it. But Kim is asking me what kind of music. So I was big into the rave scene. So I was back when I was dumb and stupid. I went to a lot of raves, and so
I was dumb and stupid at one
I was
point
gonna
too.
I went
Yeah.
to 2 of them. It's awesome.
Lamb.
So yes, it was mostly kind of techno and drum and bass type stuff is what I DJ'd. So
Still am, Eddie.
Eddie.
people are talking about some. I don't know if we're allowed to say it on here. S to C. Yes, it was all part of it.
I'm still dumb and stupid.
Aren't we all? Men in particular.
I'm too old. I
Gotta
don't
go
even
through
know
our
what
crazy
that
days,
is.
man. That's what forms us.
Yep, that's for sure. That's for sure. So I know everyone kind of asked how I got into metal detecting and how I started. So I might as well just kind of. So I literally was watching TikTok lives, and Mac Tex would come on every lunch hour from
Whatever,
12 to
Brad.
1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I started watching him every single day. And as soon as I'd look at the clock, I'd log in and sit and watch him and that kind of stuff. And I kept saying to myself, I got to do this. Now, I've always, when I was younger, like probably tons of people, I did have one of those Radio Shack things, and I'd go over to the park and like literally tear the park apart with like a butter knife or whatever I'd go with. I mean, I'm talking, I was probably 12, 13 years old or whatever. And whenever we go on vacation or whatever, and I'd see someone on the beach metal detecting, I'd always be that person. Like I wanted to go over and follow them and kind of watch what they're doing. So I've always been interested in it. So it was kind of, now that my kids have grown up and I have more time on my hands and stuff like that, it was kind of like, I'm going to do this. So I told my wife, and she was like typical. I seem to get in, I jump around hobbies a lot. So I go from one thing to the next. And so she's like, oh, is this going to be, and my kids were all, is this going to be another one of your hobby things, Dad, that you get into? And I was like, maybe, yeah, we're going to give it a shot. So I started looking on Marketplace, and I talked to Mark a bunch. I was messaging him, asking him about different detectors, and he was great. He answered all my questions and everything else. So yeah, like I said, then I just went and bought the detector. Like I said, it came with everything I needed. So I think I went out that day or the next day, and yeah, my first time out, I actually found a silver dime.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
I was pretty excited.
That'll get you hooked real quick.
I had no clue what I was doing. You know, obviously, I just kind of turned the machine on. I did watch some YouTube videos like everyone to kind of get an idea of and some of that, and just watching. I started watching like every single live that I could watch. Like, you know, I was obsessed with it. I'd be on it 12 hours a day, sitting watching lives. So whoever was on, I was watching, and so yeah, I learned a lot about it, and
Yeah.
yeah, and so last year, yeah, so I started in August, the end of August, and you know, for anyone that's a park hunter, they know what it's kind of like. I found over 1,800 pennies. I have them all.
Wow.
I have them all in jars over there. Due to the fact that Canadian clad, well, it's not, we don't really call it clad, whatever. It is a mix, so it's a steel core.
Okay.
So, the older stuff is kind of nickel, so it's you can kind of locate that a little easier. But anything more modern it's steel core. So with a whatever nickel plating. So it's really hard to find that on most detectors. They kick it out, right? They don't want you to find that. So in about August, I started to mess around. Like when I first got the Manicore, I thought, oh, I got to try all these different program things. And I was doing good with it until I changed it. And then I was just like, I couldn't find anything. I couldn't even find a penny.
Wow.
So I was kind of like, okay, back to reset. So I back to reset it back to stock, and I was able to start finding stuff again. But then in around October, I started messing around with it, and I tried to come up with a program that would allow me to find Canadian clad. I figured I'm in these damn parks, I might as well see if I can bring home $3, $4, $5 every time. It adds up, right? So
Right.
yeah, so from October through about November, I found about $90 worth of change.
Oh my goodness.
And that was all just in one park, like literally.
Wow.
It's great. It's a park / school. School is now closed, but
Right.
So yeah.
Kim is asking, is there any metal detecting clubs close to home?
There is. There's a couple. Like there's one in Niagara Falls.
Right.
And then there's nothing local that's really local around here. There's some like out close to like Ottawa way, and then Niagara way, but there's nothing that's kind of something. I know Kim has joined her local club, and there's nothing really organized. I'm part of some like the Ontario Detectors Facebook group and all that kind of stuff, and they put like things out saying, hey, we're gonna go hunting this weekend here and there, and it doesn't seem to get a lot of traction. But I also, I mean, as much as I want to go out and detect with people, I just like the solo going out there, on my own and doing my thing, right? So, I mean, I was so excited to go and do lives. When I first started, I didn't realize the rules. Technically, you're supposed to have 1,000 followers,
Right.
but for some odd reason, so there's some individuals in here like Mark and Don, for example, were trying to help me get followers as much as I can to try to see if I can get live. So finally, I got a notice one day saying, hey, we granted you access to go live. Not that I even asked for it, and I was probably at about 200 followers at the time. And so I sat on that for like 3 weeks thinking, oh man, I don't going live. Like I was all hyped to do it, but then when it's time to do it, I was like, oh, I don't know about this. So
Oh crap.
The same way.
and it's for anyone that has to wear, these are just readers because I cannot see my screen when I take them off. My biggest issue is I can see my screen with my glasses on, but I can't see the ground. It's all blurry,
yeah.
right? Wearing the reader, so, and I've tried to get like the bifocal one, they just don't. So that's kind of put a damper on the lives for me. It's just, you know, as you all know, you've all gone live. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. So when I got the Manticore, I kind of stopped doing the lives because I wanted to focus on it, learn the sounds, learn the machine, and not have any distractions in the background. And since I got the Manticore, I have not gone live since. So that was probably mid-October. But
Cucumber.
so yeah, but I plan to go live again here at the you know, in the near future to see you know,
Alicia.
a lot of people. You meet so many people on here, right? It's crazy. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
that's one thing that I'm always amazed about is just the community. It's just unbelievable, the community that's on here,
Right.
you know.
And it's constantly growing. Like-
It is.
It's wild. And then I think one of my favorite things is like when you do go live and you're out metal detecting, you know, people are asking, you know, questions about metal detecting, and you know, you could be that influence on somebody to go out and buy a starter. And
Someone's asking for I will give me 1 sec here. I'm gonna see if I can find something. I always said that I would wear this. I gotta find it though. I get so much. So I was on a live, and I was digging out of school, and it kind of came up that I used to be a DJ or whatever. Someone might ask me about and I don't know if you can see this, but it is it's turntable.
whoa,
Kind of some bling,
that's cool.
obviously. And so I found this on live, and I kind of said to everyone, I said, "Well, I'm going to start wearing this on lives." But yeah, it's a turntable, and so someone in there was just asking about
What's
where
the
it is.
odds that you would find that, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. And I swear, I think we were talking about it, you know, either in the live before or whatever. Yeah. And then it wasn't buried. It was just laying on the top of the ground. So,
no kidding.
Yeah.
I like it.
but
I love how stuff like that happens, where it's like something like that is like totally out of the ordinary, you know, and then just to be able to find it is awesome. And then not to mention, you know, that's what you did.
yep, it was just one of those things. It was just a weird signal. I was like, what the heck is that thing? And when I bent down, it wasn't even bare. It was laying basically just under the grass, like it wasn't. And yeah, I dug it up, and so it was kind of a joke in the live that day about, you know. So now, anytime I go in anyone else's lives, that's where you'll see people call me DJ Slip or whatever, because that's where that came from. So
So you said you were influenced by Mac Detects, right? You were
I was,
talking to him
yes.
about machines, and you were talking about machines with him and everything.
Yep.
So how did you end up with a Manticore?
Okay. Well,
Hey, Betty.
so one, I
That's
mean,
very
I have the means to be able to afford it, so I figured why not? I might as well. I'll be the first to admit, like going from the triple score, which is, I'll be hands down, is an amazing machine. You know, especially the price point. I'm not too sure what it is in American, but I mean, Canadian wise, I think it's like $4.99, maybe $5.99 Canadian. And I mean, that comes with everything. Like, yeah, you have to buy a shovel and a pinpointer, but the package that, I don't know if it's what's called Pro Package or something, comes with 2 coils. It comes with like hand trowel, bag. Like it comes with basically everything that you'd need to kind of
Oh,
start.
wow.
Some of them, and there was some deals going there for a while where it did come with a pinpointer. And So basically, in the end, I saw this on Facebook Marketplace. Someone was selling.
Oh, that's right. You
Um,
said that. Okay.
yeah. It was in one of our group, the Ontario Detectors group. Someone posted that they were looking to sell it. So I messaged them, and yeah, like when I got it, like I mean, the thing was like brand new. Like
Wow.
the coil cover didn't even
Congratulations.
have scratches on it. So, you know, in the end, I saved tax. I saved about $100 buying it new, and then the tax, which is always a little bit of a killer. Um,
Right.
you know, in Ontario, we pay 15% tax on everything. So, yeah, so I just was like, okay, it's time to get it. Well, I will say for the first like couple of weeks, I regretted my decision. I didn't like it at all.
Really?
I couldn't find anything. I was just so, like guys talk about being in tune with their machines, right? Like I was just so
It
in
takes a
tune with
while
that.
though.
Yeah, with that triple score. Like literally I could pick out every sound. I mean, I may have only been detecting for, like a couple of months up to that point, but I went detecting every day.
Right.
Like literally 4 hours every single day, sometimes more. So, you get used to the machine and you get used to the sounds and everything else, right? So switching over, there's always a learning curve. So I didn't really like it. I was like, oh man, I can't find anything with this thing. So, and obviously using it enough and that kind of stuff, it's no question, no question. I mean, the Manicore is a great machine. And like I always say, I mean, to me, it's any machine will find stuff. It's location. I mean, to me, it's all about the location, and like you guys can attest to the Field of Dreams that you've been digging in, and
Right.
Mac Tech's doing his Field of Dreams, bringing out like whatever 50 or 60 silvers, and and stuff like that.
Crazy.
So it's all just about location. So finding this stuff doesn't matter probably what detector you have. If you go to the right location, you're gonna probably find it as long as you swing
Very
over.
true.
It. So
Right. Got to get your
Research
coil
pays
over
off.
it. Yep.
as much as we all there's all the big joke about the Deus and the Manicore and then blah blah blah. I mean, in the end, like
They're both
we've
great.
seen
machines.
people with
Yeah.
Xterrors and Simplex find amazing shit as well, right? So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
it's all
I
about
did.
where you swing and if you get over top of it.
Yep. I did perfectly fine with my Xterra Pro. John was trying to talk me out of buying the Deus 2. He's like, oh, dude, he's like, you've been finding great stuff. You really don't need to upgrade and da 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 da. I was like, no, I'm doing it.
Yeah, and I
John
mean
finally, yeah,
the
with the
reason I went with the Manicore, I don't know, all the kind of reading and the research and whatever, it's like the Deus is a machine that you can tune, right? This is what I
Yeah.
hear. Like it's heavily tunable where I'm just kind of like I just want to turn it on and go.
You're right.
I'm not into trying to set all these crazy programs, and you got to think I mean, I'm sure when they build these machines, I could be completely wrong. I could be spewing crap here, but when they build these machines, they're tuned. Like all the programs that come in there, they're tuned, right, to those programs. So I'm like, why would you want to mess with it? That's probably what the machine was designed around. And so yeah, I don't really mess around with it. Like I said, I created this coin program to find Canadian change, which on the flip side I found way more like nails and whatever else because it's in that same realm. When you open up the Manicore, it just kind of obviously I now find all kinds of nails and bolts, and because it
Right.
shows the same signal on the 2D screen.
Mhm.
So
Kim is asking, what size coil do you use at the parks?
So I was using the stock, I guess it's 11-inch that comes on it. So I've been, for anyone that's a detectorist, you know that sometimes it's hard on the body a little bit. So I went out
JC.
last year at the in when we were getting some snow, and it was a wet, kind of heavy snow day, and I went out detecting for like 3 or 4 hours, and I've been dealing with obviously the tennis elbow and golfer's elbow. Golfer's elbow is on the inside. I've been dealing with all winter long, like this golfer's elbow that just it's like painful. And I know on the other day Megs mentioned it in her
Yeah, I heard her say that.
live, the same thing. So yeah, I've been dealing with it. And my wife keeps giving me, she was giving me the gear saying like, you know, the detection's just around the corner and you haven't done anything about it all year, all winter. Because I'm like, typical guy, right? I'm like, yeah, it'll go away. It's no big deal. So I've been hurting the last couple days out, and but anyways, long story short, I just purchased, and it just came today, the 9-inch coil,
Nice.
and so I had to run out and swing that for a little bit. So I was out for about an hour,
Thank you, Johnny.
and it is night and day,
Yeah.
like literally how light it is.
It's amazing how much lighter a smaller coil like that is.
Oh, it's crazy. Like, you know, obviously being kind of sedentary detecting wise for the last, you know, since January, you go out there and I mean, 2 hours in and my bicep feels like it's falling off and, you know, whatever else. It's just kind of like,
Thank
you know,
you.
come home and I'm sore and tired but yeah, the being out there tonight just for that hour, I didn't feel anything. Like it's literally night and day, the weight.
Right. That's how it felt. That's how it felt coming out of the wintertime blues. Hey. You know, like coming up out of the wintertime and then going out metal detecting, it's like, you know, it's like, holy crap, I forgot how much of my body I'm actually using out here.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Kim
thank
says
you.
She's got great biceps. I want to see those next live, Kim. Gonna go like this.
Show us your pew-pews.
I remember when I first started and I was going out like every single day and I just pushed through the pain. It got to the point I couldn't even like literally I couldn't even walk because my knees were so sore. Like for that first week or so of going out. And it was just like literally every time I'd bend down, it was just pain all behind my knees and my knees
Right.
and everything. And then, you know, as you just keep going and keep doing it, and you know that kind of stuff goes away. And I'd be out for 4 and 5 hours, and it wouldn't phase me. Other than, you know, like anybody, I needed a nap after. So, but you know, yeah, body wise, and I think. Last year, like not changing anything diet wise or whatever, I think I lost 10 pounds like in like 2 months of just detecting, just because I was out every day. So, which now I need to lose 30 pounds because I put that 10 pounds on and a little extra over the winter.
Yeah.
So-
You gotta add winter weight. I mean, that's what keeps us warm, right?
Yeah, my problem is I play hockey twice a week, but as we always joke, I play I belong to a beer league that happens to play hockey. So, you know, we'll go out and burn 400 calories in a,
Yeah.
you know, 35-minute game or 40-minute game. But within 20 minutes after the game, I've had 2 beers and then I go back. The league I belong to has our own club.
Oh, there you go.
It's basically a bar. So I go back there and have maybe another. So
Yep.
it's yeah, by the time it's done, I'm now positive calories. So you know, and I do that twice a week, so that doesn't help. But
Right.
Gotta enjoy life.
yeah, no,
Right.
exactly. That's the only time I don't drink any other time other than when I play hockey. So never have really been a big drinker, but so yes,
Well,
yeah, everybody needs to have a league like that. It's a lot of fun. So
Well, you know, with light beer, the more calories you drink, the more you save. So
well, that's it too. I've gone right to I don't know if you guys have it down there. We have it's called Crack Canoe. So I know it's a big joke between the American and Canadian beer, and your beer is like
No.
light beer compared to any of our beer. And but the good thing is, I mean, the one thing is, you guys, I don't know what the price is. I haven't been there for a while, but I still remember going to Rochester on these soccer tournaments and walking into at the time, walking into the grocery store and buying like a 30 pack of Bud Light for like $15. And that here is like 80.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Beer is very expensive here because it's taxed beyond belief. So
Goodness gracious.
yeah, if you ever come to Canada, bring your own beer with you, because trying to buy it here it's expensive.
Eddie, we're not going to Canada.
Oh, you just load the car up and bring it on over.
Hey, so
Yeah.
when you meet up with Aaron, you got to remember me, Eddie, and Andrew are like an hour away. So
Yeah.
Well, when we get it all set up, yeah, we'll make sure that we connect and see if we can. That's kind of my goal this year. I want to try to travel a little bit to go detecting and meet some other people, especially within this community. Like I said, it's
That'd
it's
be
just an
awesome.
amazing community, and everyone kind of, you hear the stories just about how people met. Well, like, I mean, I guess, Beth, for you, example, like meeting these guys, and it's just everyone, it's just amazing how you meet people on, from this well, TikTok's not little, but this platform, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
she seems happy about it. I'm not so sure.
Thank you,
sometimes.
Landon.
I hope she's happy
I
about
have-
it.
I've
Well,
met a lot of really awesome people in this community over the last few years. It's an honor to actually get to just detect with them and spend time, and we talk amongst all these lives and we get to know each other, and then to finally meet someone in person is awesome.
Yeah.
someone's asking me about the lettuce here in Canada. So obviously, it's legal. We have shops all over the place that we can buy it. And yes, you can actually grow your own, up to 6 individual
yeah, that's probably
plants.
something we probably shouldn't talk about. Actually,
Yeah,
We'll
I won't talk about it.
Yeah, we'll drop that subject.
And so, anyways, yeah, no, it's it's just
Fair.
amazing meeting all these people. Like, for example, Aaron and I, we pretty much text every single day about
Awesome.
something.
Right. That's
And,
awesome.
obviously, never met the guy in person other than just seeing the videos, and this is probably the first time he's actually seen my face. But yeah, it's kind of mind-boggling to think about it.
Right. Right, absolutely. I know for for myself, I know I had never met Beth before in person until we went to Dig It Dude, and that was like
Mhm.
I'll tell you, like when you do get to meet one, it's like you've known each other forever. Like getting to
Yes.
meet Beth, it was like I've known Beth forever. Like it was awesome. Same thing with Alexa and Rob and stuff like that. And I mean, goodness, Alexa and Rob, they live in the same state as I do. It was
Thank
like
you,
getting to
Dan.
meet them. It's like knowing them forever.
Thank you.
Well,
for
yeah,
the-
no, I mean, you watch these people's lives, and I mean, people talk about their lives and
Right.
family and
Right.
wives, kids, and so you kind of you get to know them just from that, right? It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a blast, and I think that's one thing that's awesome about this community as it is. Is like everyone is so open. Like everyone's awesome. Is everyone treats each other great, and then getting to go to the event, and it's like, man, I've watched you detect for 120 hours, and let's go digging together. It's awesome.
Yeah, for
Except
sure.
for Andrew who hogs all the largies. I'm sorry, Neil, that I hogged all the largies when you came out. I feel so bad.
He's like that.
So this is why actually Andrew came up with this idea for this show, was to bring up guests such as yourself and others, and to get to know people and put a face to the name. And so here's the crazy thing: I'm scheduling right now for June, so think about that. April and May is booked, like with all different kinds of guests and stuff. So
Yeah, do you guys think it would grow this big?
No,
well,
I never certainly thought
It's
it
awesome.
would come to this. Like Beth said, it's awesome. I never would have thought that me reaching out to Beth that it would ever turn out like this. It's definitely been one hell of a ride. Like it's awesome. We've met some amazing people like so far, and then bringing up people in our community like yourself and other people that are in our community. We actually finally get to meet this person. We get to talk with them, and people can ask questions, and that's the greatest part about this is just finally like uniting everybody. We can't always go to events together, but through this,
Right.
we can meet up.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll be the first man. I was honored to be asked to come on. I kind of said to John, I said, I don't know what I'm going to show. I don't, I've only been doing this for so long, and obviously it's not all about the fines and
Correct. Exactly. It's not all about
but
fines.
being your, I guess, first official Northern Canadian guest, yeah, it's an honor. I appreciate it. I appreciate, you guys asking me to come on, and I haven't said a boot yet.
they're waiting.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
it's
mean, I see
amazing.
all these comments going by here. It's just like, yeah, you every single day you talk to these people in lives. It's just like,
Mm-hmm.
just amazing.
Right.
Get to meet,
But it's fun to showcase each individual person every week. Sit down and have a deep conversation with them, and just get to know what makes them tick and what they love about the hobby.
Yep, no, for sure. And I mean, you guys have had some like pretty amazing guests too. Like, just finds wise, like some of the stuff that people find, it's just insane. And I'm always amazed, like when you watch people's lives, like the amount of coin that comes out of the ground, and you think like, how much money is buried in the ground?
Right.
Right.
Like, that's just the way my mind thinks. That's why, like I said, I'm more interested in the whys and the how, and then what actually comes out of the ground. My
Right.
wife, she always, because I sit and ask her questions. I'm like, I wonder why they're doing that. And she's like, are you actually asking me? Or I'm like, no, not really. I'm just thinking out loud, because that's just the way I think. I always want to know why or how or, who about everything. So
Yeah, that's always the fun part, right? Is that sit there and wonder, and that's one thing that's awesome about John's new videos that he's been doing, the AI created start of the video,
yeah.
is like that gives you that idea in your head of like, or puts a picture to the idea of, how did this person lose this button, or how did this person drop that coin, or whatever you find. And that's what's awesome, is every piece that we find tells a story no matter what. It's still something from our ancestors.
Yeah, no, and I mean that's the same. Like obviously the park that I've been hunting for the last little while. I mean, I didn't really look into it. I mean, I knew that there was, and it's still sitting there, original farmhouse that is now built, a whole subdivision around it, and it was from about 1850. And so
Oh,
I
wow.
knew at one point that property was all part of that farm. It was a massive plot of land that they owned, and but then when I found, like, the one day I found like the Largie, and I found the Canadian Largie and the Indian head, I was like, okay, this is odd. Like, why am I finding all this kind of stuff in this little area? So, that night when I got home, that's the first thing I did. Jumped online, started looking at old maps, looking at old stuff, and was able to figure. And it was weird because there was a windrow of trees that were older, bigger trees, just kind of in the middle of this park. And so, of course, when I brought up all the old maps, I could see that, yeah, back in the day, there was an old house there, and this had to be part of it. And you find certain things, right? I like found like gravel driveway. I found like where there must have been a fire pit because I was finding, you know, so yeah, it just makes you go, like what's here? What was this? Why is this random old stuff here when 90% of the time I'm finding, you know, 1960s, 1970s pennies. And then you kind of come up with some of this old stuff. So it makes you kind of go do the research part. And like I said earlier, that's what I love about it, is kind of figuring
Me too.
out. I spend so much time looking at maps saying, oh, that's a permission I got to go and ask. And I probably never will, but, you know, because I found that there's an old house in the back, you know, that used to be there. And
I love trying to figure out the story behind places that I dig at. like one place. I haven't found any coins there at all. And the only significant thing I did find was like a World War, I think 1 or 2. I don't know which one it was anymore. But it was like a hat pin. And then there is an abundance of like old alcohol containers and stuff, and it makes you wonder if that person saw war and it just, you know, ate away at them, and don't find much else there. But I like to try and figure out the story behind where I'm detecting at.
yeah, I know exactly. Let me I see some people asking about some stuff that I may have found. So
There's only one thing I wish on some of these permissions that we could actually find. I wish I could find an old picture of what the house looked like.
Yes.
Like that is like
Especially
the
my honey
one
hole.
thing. Right. Like I would love to know, like I would love to actually see like what was on the Field of Dreams, or like that site that I was at today. Like what did that house look like back then? You know, let me see a street view of what that was like.
yeah, and that's the same thing. Like, you know, there's an area where I do want to go and ask for permission. And, you know, I read like some of the old articles, and they talk about there being a tavern there. There's still a church there. That the church was burnt down and rebuilt in the year around the 50s or whatever. But it's original little village it's just literally 10 minutes north of me. And they talk about being a tavern and all this. There was a mill, and I've tried to look for old maps to see where it would have been located. I can't really, because it's a really weird location. It's down in a valley, so the kind of where they would have had to build this stuff, I'm not too sure. But you know, from that, I've been able to find there's an old schoolhouse there from the mid 1800s that has been sadly converted to, some rich person bought it and converted it to a big old house now. So, you know, that's still standing. And the church it's a different church, but it's on the same property. And but yeah, no, just looking at the history and trying to figure out, you know, what was there is pretty. So I know we got some people in here that love buttons. So
especially Rob, New York.
Pay attention, Rob.
Oh yeah.
yeah, someone was asking me if I found any buttons. I have not found a ton, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this stuff.
Oh,
So
I see something on there.
Yeah, me
this
too.
this is it has a rabbit on it.
I was
and
gonna say,
I'm-
is that a rabbit head?
yes.
We'll get you back in the big box.
So
There we are. There you are. There we go. Now we can see. Good. Thank you, guys.
yeah, let me. I don't see if I can get.
Yeah,
the
is that
button on.
Yeah, Jay Z. I think he's right with that. Is that a sportsman's button?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
cool. I like it.
So
That is so cool.
this was randomly
Yeah.
in a park that I was digging, and I don't know why all of a sudden it just kind of came up, and I found that.
Can I see the backside of that?
Yeah.
The
No,
backside
you
of the
should
button
not
is
ask
actually
that to
more important
people.
than the front side a lot of times. Oh yeah, that's definitely that's
I don't know.
That's
Sorry
what
about
I put
the,
down.
I could
You know
turn
what
the
it says,
camera
Mark?
around.
Is it marked on
Um, pardon me?
there? Is it marked on the back of the button?
Yes, it says, and I've tried to search this. It says REM Designs, 18,
REM.
1840
Remington?
43.
Oh,
It's got a
wow.
date on it.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
That's a freaking awesome button for
Yeah,
Rob.
that's
right
Yes,
sick.
it is.
Rob,
Thank you,
how about
Alexa.
Yeah, it probably won't be able to see
Yeah,
it.
right,
Look,
right, Aaron. That's what I'm thinking.
you can see the date just right
That's
here.
It's
that's
got a
what they've
date
always
on it.
used for the initials.
That's for
So-
sure, Chris. Larry Hockman and ID me will know. Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
look at
I
that.
was
Rob
pretty
said that's a
amazed
good
when it
button.
said 18.
Rob did, Alexa.
And
I would be
then
too.
I found this one was just off kind of the beaten path. There used to be an old road that now is kind of like a walkway. So one day I just went out there and kind of was walking around and I found
Ooh,
obviously this.
Oh, wow.
two guys on a horse.
Yeah,
Horses.
starting to kind of fall apart. It was falling apart and there is a bunch of writing on the back, like the shank's gone, but I can't tell what it says on the back at all. So
That's cool though. I've never seen a button like that.
Yeah, I think it's another sportsman's button.
yeah, and then I found what would be like a World War II Canadian military button,
Oh, there you go.
but it has nothing on the back. It's just hollow, whatever, it fell out. So again, this was in a park. I believe it kind of might have come from they used to do
Thank you, Roxy.
Sorry, Roxy.
ceremonies and stuff there where they would start, like for the Christmas parade, for example. They
Right.
would set up there and so, and then just some random, like, I don't know, like this is just a one piece. I have no clue where I even found this. Just
Oh wow.
this is all for you, Rob. This one I found another one piece. I found this the day I was digging with Doug Detects.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you guys got to get together.
Yeah, so this was at an old home site that was easily, I don't know, probably mid to 1800s. So again, it's just a one piece. I would have stayed there and dug that house all day probably. Rob or Doug found, that's where he found his half his 50-cent piece
That's
at
cool.
that same place. So, and then this year is, so when I first started, obviously I wanted to find old coins like everybody.
Right.
And so where I found this sportsman button, I happened to find a Canadian large cent. So
Oh
it's
wow.
hard to see because of the shadows. And I was all like, I thought, as you can see, it's kind of mangled. I thought I did that. I was all pissed at myself. I was like, oh man, I ruined this thing. I did whatever. A couple days later, I was watching Tuba, and he found a coin that had been hit with, someone used it as target practice.
Oh.
And so I grabbed this thing, I looked at it, and I think I might have even sent him a picture, and I said, what do you think? And so 100% this coin was used as target practice, as you can see. And not
Yeah, you can
once,
see that.
not once, but twice. So one from each side. And this is 1917.
Wow.
So, yeah, again, like same park, I found this compact.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a nice
That's
compact.
fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
At the same time, I had no clue what it was. I thought I was banging on this side thinking, oh, wow, what is this thing? At the time, I didn't even know that there was a design. So I can't get it open. I tried, but yeah, it's got, like everything back from the day. It's all got fancy on it, right? Like they
Right.
don't make things like they used to.
You can't hear anything in
No.
it, can you? You can't hear coins clanging in there, right?
There is some stuff in there, but no, it's just I think it's just like rust or whatever that.
It's silver.
Yeah, probably.
It's silver.
So yeah, I had
Oh, that's beautiful.
He's looking
I
at it
made-
now. Now he's like, I'm gonna break it.
Yeah.
I did make a video of this. It was probably one of my best days out detecting. That's the day I found the IHB, another Canadian large cent, a couple of silvers, and then I dug this out as well.
Oh.
Nice.
That's
So again,
that's
this
where
is-
it's going to be.
This is in Parks. So when I started finding this stuff, I was like, okay, there's something going on in here. Like this is just stuff you don't really find in a park, right? Unless there was some history. So yeah, this was probably one of my best days. And then
I think I was lied to. Mark told me he didn't have a whole lot to show.
Yeah.
Look at this
Yeah.
He's
guy.
got some cool stuff
Yeah.
to show. What are you talking about, Mark?
He definitely lied to you.
He did.
yeah, and then I was able to
He's
get
a cool
out
guy.
on a farm field, which had a late 1800s home on it that the developer, it was in the midst of going through trying to make it a historical home. So the developer who owns the property brought in a bulldozer in the middle of the night and just tore this house down.
Oh
And it was a beautiful home. Like basically, I've seen pictures of the inside of it. Like when the owners left, they obviously were older and they had to kind of their kids had to take them out of the home and move them. They left all the furniture in there.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was still like there's pictures online you can go and see where all the furniture was in it and they just went and crushed everything. So going through and finding, obviously I'd love to find, but part of Crota Bell busted. I searched all over for the other stuff, and then one that's been mangled by the plow.
Oh, dang.
So yeah,
That always makes me
Um,
sad.
yeah, obviously a lot of horse tack, rosette.
Oh,
from the
Ooh,
same
that's a nice
property.
one.
can I
Yeah,
see
it
the back
is.
of that? Is it lamb?
You can see where the pins were, but
Yeah,
they're
Right,
gone.
yeah.
Cool. I
but-
love those. That's a really nice one.
And then this is probably one of the weirdest things that I've ever kind of come across. So I do have a video on this because I couldn't figure out, like, I did a bunch of research.
Oh, that's
So
Wow.
beautiful.
Oh, nice.
if you read what it says on there, it says, "Blessed are the
Yeah.
merciful, Chimera," and basically what this is Florence Nightingale did a lot of work in the for the war, and basically was a nurse that took care of some of the obviously the soldiers that were injured and stuff like that. So I found an example of this online, and it was the same identical one. And I don't know, this could be a reprint, this could be a like repunched or whatever. It was found on a shipwreck off the coast of Australia.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
So I do have a
Taylor
video
Island.
kind of where I explain that and show like the original one that they found from 1855.
Thank you.
Through my research, the original owners of the house, their daughter was a nurse. So depending on maybe where she went to school, this could have been something they gave out.
Right.
So that same kind of pattern that's on there, Queen Elizabeth gave Florence Nightingale a pin that looks exactly like that has the same wording on it and stuff like that. So
That's beautiful.
but I
It really
don't
is.
know, like I don't know if this is just a reprint. I mean, the timelines and the kind of the story lines up, but maybe I'm making it line up and whatever. But yeah, if anyone wants any more, you can check through my videos that I made about this. But yeah, I was pretty amazed to find this. It was kind of cool. So what else? I mean, all the little same old stuff, like a little, pocket watch winder. So this again in a park, random baby spoon.
Yeah.
I haven't found one of those yet. That's cute.
So
That's
and
cool.
That looked like that was banned on purpose.
Yeah, they were.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were.
It's the shape of them.
Yeah,
Yep.
I guess they for babies, right? For kids or whatever. I mean, it looks pretty big for a baby spoon, but
You know, I love watch winders too. You showed that really quick, but those are really, really cool to find. You can find designs on those sometimes. And
yeah, this one's kind of beat up. I had no clue again what it was. Obviously the detector picked it up, and I was just kind of like, I don't know what this is. But it's something. So I threw it in my box, and when I got home, like most people, I started taking pictures and looking, and
Oh
it
yeah.
came up as a pocket watch winder. So I
I've
was
not
like, yeah,
found
that's
one of
kinda
those
cool.
yet.
it's a credit to you that you dug that because those are small. Their tones aren't the greatest usually. Like it's a low tone usually.
Yeah.
You know that.
I think if I'm not mistaken, timeline wise, I think that was with the Manicore. So, and then obviously some odd little like little pewter piece of something. It's super thin, so I have no clue really what it is. But so that's kind of that. I got stuff all over. Like I just have a bowl here that I have a whole bunch of stuff in that, like I found a Scouts bookmark.
Oh, that's cool.
I really haven't done a lot of stuff. These were kind of cool too. I don't know if anyone's ever found these. So let's see if I can get. I know it's not the best lighting, but it has writing on it, and this is the name on the top is Final Inspection, and then there's two names underneath, and Ideal, and another name there. So basically, these are off of Reigns.
Oh, that's
So
neat.
No kidding.
that's the horse's name that it came from, and then the two names underneath are the parents.
Oh.
That is a cool find.
Oh.
I like
yeah,
that.
I found a bunch of those. Like here's one that the name is.
Did it used to be like a racetrack or something?
No, I think just they had a lot of horses there or whatever, and through my research, they had like Clydesdales. So I mean that's probably why some of the stuff is. I mean it's big, right?
Right.
So, yeah, I found I found a bunch of them, like all different names.
Holy cow.
Man, I
So
like find.
that one I broke like a dum-dum, being heavy-handed.
New bucket list item for me.
Me too.
Yeah,
That's
right?
awesome.
Tons of obviously horse tack. This all came from the same property, like the one farm that I don't know, shoehorn.
Shoehorn looks like.
Yeah, that's gonna say that's what it looks like.
Obviously, everyone finds these.
I didn't just find one of those until that one site that we went to, John. The one that I brought you. What?
A harmonica reed?
Yeah. I had never found one.
I know people
Sucks.
curse at finding these things, but that's like same thing. Like I don't know, what is that, 3-inch square nail?
Yeah.
not
I
ever
keep my ones that are nice.
I love
usually not
finding I love finding the square nails. They're like I know, more horse tack stuff. It's kind of part that goes around their bit for their mouth.
Yeah. Or like a gag loop.
This was kind of cool. I didn't really realize what this was until I opened it up and broke it.
Same with the D2, Eddie.
but you can just see on the inside it has some writing. And what this is, it's back in the day when everybody partaked in the airlines would give these out part of their for people that smoke. So yeah, so this I can get close enough in to read it that it's from KLM Airlines. So this was I found this again. This was also in a park. I had no clue what it was until I kind of started looking at it, but it's part of a sharp stick, and you can see the dimple,
Yep.
whatever that it
Yeah.
made. So yeah,
Interesting. This is all
yeah,
park-
like
this is all parks.
this is all well. This stuff is yes. Any of the horse tack stuff is all from one farm field.
Right, Terry?
But yeah, all this other stuff, like this is all from parks. Like majority, 90% of the stuff that I have is, same thing. Like here's a lid to a makeup compact. I couldn't find the compact, but again, this was in a park.
That's what I was thinking, Eddie. I wish I found stuff like this in my parks.
This is my Grinch fork that I found in a park. So,
Well, let me see you eat with that one again.
pardon me?
Let me see you eat with that one ever.
Yeah, again, like same thing. I found like about 3 of these things all like within 5 feet of each other in the park. This was this one here, this was kind of interesting. So I had no clue what I found when I found this. And we all talk about pull tabs.
Yeah.
So everyone probably
Thank you,
knows
Landon.
about the ring pulls.
Yep.
So this was designed before ring pulls.
Huh.
And this is my research that I did. As you can see, it's kind of the same kind of pull tab thing, but because it was too hard to pull and they discontinued making them like that. And then they put the ring tab on that you can actually grab to pull
Now,
out.
I find the cans that have the mouthpiece that is more triangular like that. So you just taught me something.
Yeah, I had no clue. Like I said, I found it and just threw it in my bag. I mean, obviously it was covered in whatever. And
Right.
then they only made these for a couple of years, like from the research that I've and then when I pulled it out, and like most people, I pulled it out and I was just kind of cleaning stuff, and I was like, oh, well, that is actually something. Like, what is this thing? So, yeah.
Do you know what timeline?
I believe it was like in the 60s.
Okay.
So it was like I said, they only from the research that I did and looked up, they said they only made it for a few years just because it wasn't whatever for
Yeah, Jeff, a pull tab timeline.
this thing I have no clue what this is. I have a sneaky suspicion it could be a bottle opener. But it says Mac on it.
Landon, I know what you're up to.
So I have no clue which way it even goes, but it's kind of curved. So I thought maybe a bottle opener, just
Right.
but
We got to figure that one out.
these are things, right? You find this kind of stuff, obviously old lighters and I don't know. An old protractor.
Oh, no
Obviously,
kidding.
But yeah, like more lighters. Yeah.
No, that was not I don't think that was a steel plate, Kim.
Let me put the stuff back, and then we'll get into the actual some park finds before we move on, and then we can answer some questions here. So this was the other day out on Sunday. I got this was a ring spill.
Oh, yeah.
Both of these in the same hole,
What?
both silver.
I saw
So-
that video.
Lose 2 rings.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and then that same day found like a cufflink.
Unless it came off a
Wow.
towel, sitting in the park.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right?
Took the rings off,
I give my secrets away, but sports fields, along the lines of the sports fields, right? People are always losing stuff, so that's where I found pretty much all the stuff that I, any jewelry wise. Yesterday, when I was out, same park, found
Oh my
this,
goodness.
925.
Crystal.
That's crazy.
So,
Oh, it's 925.
yeah, 925 silver.
Awesome.
It fits me like a glove too. It's perfect for my
Oh. Let's see you model it.
and
Oh, nice.
found that too. And then some old like again, I can't find it here. It's in here somewhere, but 1926 wheat in the park. That was it's gonna be hard to see, but 1926.
That's a nice old one.
Yeah.
And then this is the money case. Let's see what we got here.
Right, Chasey.
You got a money case?
Yeah.
I
Well,
need to get a money
that's
case.
where I kind of keep the more. So yeah, like obviously tons of silver rings.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Obviously.
Like when you hunt parks, this is the kind of stuff you find. So, the gold ones are not here actually, but
I think I need to
Right?
and then a ton of junker stuff, like obviously like tungsten rings. Kim will knows all about parks. Gold, silver chains, multiple kind of silver chains that we find.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, more very small ones, which you'd never find other than the fact they have a charm on it. Like these things, like this is so small. Like the detector trying to find that would be impossible unless it had charms on it. So, like we get little gold charm along with it.
Nice.
For the ladies, this might have been this might have been in the 80s, but this is the biggest hoop earring I've ever
Oh my gosh.
seen.
Holy crap.
So if my dates coincide, I think this was pretty hot back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think Crystal was in Canada and lost that.
yeah. Yeah, just like all kinds of little, silver earrings and lots of little earrings, some junkers and all this kind of
See?
again,
Crystal wears those.
all park stuff. Don't ask me about this. I don't know why there would be like a whale pendant.
That's a whale.
Yeah.
Pendant. That's different.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know what it's made of. It might be is it might be a casting weight that someone puts on their fishing is what I think it might be actually, because I mean it's lead. I don't know who would wear lead around their neck nowadays, but then we got more modern pocket watch that I can't get open.
It's still cool.
Fancy design.
That was a bam bam signal, right?
I was all excited, and then when I was digging it out, of course, I jammed it with my shovel, and then when the back fell off and it said "Made in China," I knew we were in trouble. Like, well, that's probably nothing valuable. So, but yeah, I mean, I can go on with all the jewelry stuff, like little pendants.
That's insane.
Hey, that's all really
Like little earrings. So
You told me you didn't find much. What the heck?
well,
This is crazy.
like the things I don't have anything really old. Like I'll get my just watching time here. I don't want to take all the time away from answering some questions or comments or whatever, but
Hey, this is your show, man. This is
so
all about you.
what I have
Don't worry
done
about
from the
Andrew.
day I started is everything that all the coins that I keep, I have put them in things with the date and where I found them.
That's what I
So
do.
so yeah, like, you know, we've got I should have taken some of these stuff out, like, so I'm not fighting it, but so this is obviously a Canadian large cent, 1916. So I know it kind of sucks to see them in the holder. I know it's hard to see them, but
Love the legend.
here's again, very hard to see. I apologize. This is a 25-cent Canadian,
Crystal.
which these are 92.5% or 90% silver in this date. So again, this was I found this just off the side of an old trail that I went walking down.
I love Canadian coins. I
I
really
do
do.
too.
A lot of fun to find.
So I was saying that this is it, 1943. I found that at the park as well. Same park I've been digging for the last little while.
It's another
I think
King
John,
Louis.
you just found one of these, didn't you?
Yeah, I found one of those at Dick's Deck. That was my silver. 1964. I just barely snuck in.
Yeah, you snuck in.
Again, I apologize. It's gonna be hard to see this, but this is it's gonna be impossible to see. I don't know. I guess I could try. Let me see if I can try flipping my phone here. If I can figure out how to flip my phone.
Yeah, you hit your flip thing there and hit save.
Yeah, click your face, flip and save.
Yeah,
Where's-
Duke, so you need to find a U.S. silver.
All right, let's see if we can. Yeah, it might not be any better.
Oh yeah, he hasn't found much.
Yeah, it might not be any better, anyways, because they're in the holders. But
Yeah, the little holders give a little glare, but
yeah,
it is much
I
better,
know.
though.
So this was found at that farm I was telling you about, where I found all the horse tack. 1911. But yeah, I mean, going through, you can kind of see, like, again, I apologize for the glare, but it starts from like the first time so I've got the date. That was August 30th. That's the first day I went detecting, and I found that 1956. Found this American, same day, 1930 wheat. So everything's got dates. I kind of try to go through and, keep everything lined up so I kind of know what, this is my other large cent, 1918.
I used to do this too, and then I got lazy.
Jay-Z asked if you have a 3-cent silver.
We do not. We have, and this is, I have to send this out. Still, I've been very lazy with my stickers and whatever else, but I have not found one of these yet, and it's going to be hard for me to get this out of the package. But this is an 1899 Canadian 5-cent.
Oh wow!
Which I think is very similar to your, like, I guess you guys call them trimes.
Yeah.
Like, it's tiny. If this is smaller than a Canadian dime, like there's a Well, there's like a dime there, and if I put it beside it, it's actually smaller than it.
Yeah, it's called
Wow.
a fish scale.
Yeah, they're like tiny. And sorry, I was showing the wrong one, but as you can see, like
Yeah.
so.
Yep. Alex, right.
These are these Alexa, I do have your prize that you won, and so it will be they will be sent out.
Alexa won a prize?
Yeah, she I did a thing on how much clad and pennies
Oh, Alexa won? Awesome.
I had found. So she won.
What you do, ask Siri?
So yeah, that's about it for the show, guys. I mean I have like
Crystal-
obviously I've got like a whole case of just
Stuff.
random stuff that I don't know what to do with, right? It's like Tootsie cards.
I have one of those.
This was kind of a cool find, actually. I should.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
That is neat.
It's kind of beat up a little bit, but yeah, it's like an old Tootsie train engine.
Where's
Right.
Brockton? Oh man.
Again, that was found in the same park that I found some other stuff, and I don't know if I'll be able to find it here, but there was yeah, it's all kinds of random stuff, right? Like lipstick containers, more reeds. So
Crystal,
much.
Crystal was asking, "What's your oldest coin you found?"
It is. Let's see. I'll not. Wow. I'm not going to say anything about being proud or whatever, but there it is. That's
Yeah.
1899 IHP. So I just made
It's
it
a
in.
beautiful shape too.
Hey, it's okay
It
to be
is.
proud.
And so yeah, I just made it in. That was my first 1800s club coin. So
Awesome.
yeah, I was very excited to find that. Like, I mean, literally, that was the day I found like the large cent. And give me 1 sec. I'm gonna flip things around here.
Hey, Buckeye Beaver.
Yeah, that was the day I found like the large cent. That the key. Again, it's one of my videos. It might be a pin video, I think. That yeah, I found that. I was pretty stoked that day. It was like every time I kept finding something, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And then like it was around the end part of the day that like again, I was just hammering this one little spot. It was all probably within 10 feet, and I just kept hammering it, going over it, and then I got another signal, and it's like then the skeleton key came out, and I was just like, this is what a day. Like, you have some of those days every once in a while where you just kind of, you're just kind of like, are you kidding me?
Right.
So, and
I love days
that
like
was
Cherish
one
those
of them.
days. You got to cherish those days.
Right,
Oh,
exactly.
yes.
They're far in between, like, because trust me, I've gone out and came home with 30 pennies from 1970 and 80s, right? So that's the one thing I can say that's kind of good. We stopped making pennies in 2012, and our pennies switched over to zinc from copper in about 1993. So we don't have as many years as you guys when it comes to finding those, which is kind of, I'm glad about that. So like literally, like I've got 2 jars, mason jars full, and I'd say 95% of it is all just copper.
Oof.
So I don't find a whole heck of a lot of zinc pennies. If I do, I just throw them in the garbage anyways, but
Good place for
so,
Spot, they're good.
and like everyone, I keep absolutely everything. Like I said, I do have some gold rings, but they're not here. They're in a box downstairs. That actually, I do have a couple of gold pieces here that I was gold chain that I found,
Gracious.
gold pendant.
I need more gold in my life.
Yeah,
Yeah, me
gold
too.
wedding band.
We don't
I
find
know,
gold.
me
here.
too. Me too.
No, we do not find gold.
A set. This was a matching set that I found in the same hole with some gold studs. So
No kidding.
yeah, again, I mean that's what the park.
Hey, Chris.
When you're digging the
Chris.
parks, right, along the soccer field lines where the parents sit or the players put all their stuff down, like
Hey, Matt.
baseball field, same thing where everyone will put their bags down and
Right.
so, you know, again, it's all relative to the fact that where I live, like we're not very old. Like my city was only incorporated in like 1960.
Right.
So there's a couple of old little areas that obviously all kind of got combined into the main city, but you know, the development around here has been crazy. So a lot of the old stuff is either gone, been tore down and redeveloped. So you know, it's hard to kind of find anything older.
Right.
There you
Does this
go.
mean
That would make
you're
sense.
going to ask for permissions because you've been doing the research?
Yeah, but I've got a couple lined up that I need to drive out and ask where there was a couple old homesteads on the property. Then other than that, I'm just going to lean on my buddy Doug DeTex and get out to his permission. He's got enough
mean, that-
permissions to last like 100 years. So
I lean on my buddy Andrew right up there.
Hey, what? No.
What's something that you would like to dig that you haven't dug yet?
Good question.
I would probably think. I mean, it would probably be in a coin for sure. And I don't really have anything in the 1800s. Like I'm not picky. I'd take anything. It doesn't matter to me really. You know, I guess if you ask what my white whale, I guess would be. Yeah, I couldn't pick out any one thing. It'd just be the oldest coin that I could possibly find, right? I think more it's not really even about the
You'll find
finding
1800s.
finding stuff for me. It's like I think right now my white whale is just getting on to some old sites. You know, like it just I don't care if I go and dig iron all day there or whatever, but just getting onto them, knowing that there was an old homestead here and the potential of finding anything, you know. So yeah, I don't think it's about really the find to me at this point, just because I'm so new to it and I still have so much more time to kind of learn and
Right.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
like I said, to me, I like the research. Like I've got a bunch of places lined up that where there was an old sawmill,
Oh,
you know, and I've asked for a few permissions where there was some old homesteads, but the developers, like everything around here, like developers have bought, like they've literally bought like all the land out in the country, and it's basically, you know, they let the farmers continue to use it until their time comes where it's like, so they've already paid them for the land, and they're trying to get permission. Like, it has to go through all the developers, and so the one place that I did ask the one time, I sent them an email and talked to them and told them like a little bit of my history and what I was trying to do, and it came back. Anyone that when you're trying to do a development here, you have to go through an indigenous study. So it's part of the development process, and they send people out and they scour the site and make sure that there's no indigenous type artifacts or anything that they find. So because of that, they turned me down going on the property because of the that group was going through there at that time, and there was 3 old home sites that were on the property. I know exactly where they were. I did sneak out one day to go for a walk. I didn't detect, but I just went for a walk out there to kind of see what I could find in the like pottery or anything. And sure enough, yeah, there was like pottery and bricks and all the kind of stuff exactly where I thought they would be just by looking at the maps.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, excuse me. So I was kind of excited to, you know, go and hopefully get permission to do that, but yeah, turned down. So what are you gonna do?
Right.
But
It happens.
yeah. So yeah, no, I still have so much more to kind of explore and learn and you know, obviously I can live through a lot of people on TikTok as well. Like obviously watching you guys dig the stuff you find and it's out there. You know, I just got to get the right location.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Try
You'll
not to
get it.
discouraged.
Yeah.
no, and you know what? Like I said, I mean, I think I've done pretty well in the parks that I've kind of hit. You know, like how often does someone find a skeleton key in a park?
Right.
And you know, things like an 1899. Like, I mean, obviously people do, but they're far in between trying to find that stuff just in your average. You know, I know a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on finding like silver and going out. I don't really care. I just go out. I doesn't matter what I find. I'm happy when I find a 1970 penny. You know, I get the
Right.
beep on the machine. I'm like, I know that's a damn penny, and it's just gonna be a shitty copper. But man, when I dig it up and the pinpointer goes off, I'm like, yeah, look at that. And you know, I'm still I everything doesn't matter what age it is. Everything goes in my finds box. You know, I see people find like, you know, wheat pennies and they're like, another wheat, throw it in their pouch, keep moving. Me, no.
Oh no.
Even my 1980 penny goes into my finds box. I don't care.
Wheat pennies go in my finds box for sure. The zinc goes in with the garbage because it's all chewed
Yeah,
up
the
anyway.
thing for me
Right.
too. It goes right in the garbage, but you know, and for mostly, I mean, I'll be the first to admit, for anyone that's
Thank
you
you.
know, I'll be
It's a gift.
54 this year. The day I turned 50, my eyesight went for shit. So majority of the time, why it goes in my box is because I have no clue what I'm even finding. So I put it in my finds box, so when I get home, I can use my magnifying glass on my phone with a light to kind of see out, you know, what age is that, whatever. You know, I
Right.
mean, obviously, I get a little idea from the color of it. When it's that green color, I know it's like, well, that's got to be a little older. But for the
Yeah.
majority of the time, I can't be bothered to take my glasses out, put them on, and try to see what I'm looking at. Put it in the finds box. I'll look at it later, and let's go to the next hole.
I totally understand that.
Yeah, so
Crystal says
it's
you would understand
for anybody,
that.
it's a struggle. It's a struggle, that's for sure. When
Here's
the
my
eyes
camera
they start to
with the
go on
zoom.
you.
The 5x zoom on my camera.
Yep.
I had to
Well,
do that
we
today
got
with the
about 15
IHP.
minutes. Does anybody have any questions they want to ask me? I'll try to focus on the chat here, and I wish I had like I don't really have any giveaways, guys. I don't.
Oh,
So
Right.
No,
I
don't
know
worry
people
about
come on
that.
here and
We're not
well,
here
I
for
do.
that.
I shouldn't say that. So if anybody wants to trade stickers, reach out to me. I know I've had a bunch of people already reach out, and I've been delinquent in getting the card. Look, I even ordered cards and everything off of Amazon to put them in and write all this stuff. I think I'm waiting to see if my wife will fill them out for me eventually. Well, she probably won't, but you know. So yeah, if anybody wants a sticker, hit me up. We can do some trading or whatever. Dan, I would love to do farm fields. The one farm field I did, it was just freshly plowed, so it was like walking in talcum powder. I wasn't a fan of it. I think I brought home about 5 pounds of dirt in my shoes that day. But you know, I'm 99.9% a park digger at the moment. I would love to do fields, but you know, I got to go and ask permission. So,
What was your very first awesome find?
my very first awesome find. Well, I think I kind of showed it was like I said. I didn't know what I had at the time, like I said, but this, I think this is probably one of the coolest things that I found, and that's the large scent that was used to target practice. So,
Yeah, I
like I
like
said,
that. That's cool.
the emotions were high when I first found it, because when I pulled it out of the ground, and then I saw it all beat up, and I was just kind of like everything just like, oh man, did I like smash this thing? What happened to it or whatever? I didn't think anything of it, and then obviously,
I think that tells way better of a story than just finding one
Oh, yeah.
regular, though.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
yeah,
I think
no, I
Actually-
mean, what are the odds? Like, fact that it was used on both sides too. So,
Right.
I'll
That's
I
awesome.
actually have a nickel that still has a piece of lead in it, and I love it because it's
Oh, really? Wow.
different. Oh yeah.
So yeah, so that's probably like, one of my most unique, kind of cool finds. Because you ever gonna find something like that again? Probably not with Hero.
Right.
I can probably find more large scents, but obviously not one that's been, used as target practice. So
Right. Eddie asks, do you think the Manicore battery is crappy?
it's odd that you say that, because before, like it sat, like obviously it sat not charged for like 2 months. I used to go out, I'd go 8-10 hours on a charge, and then yesterday I used it for about 3 hours on Sunday, and probably less than 3 hours yesterday, and it needed to be charged again. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just because it sat so long and now it needs to get cycled a few times. It might hold the charge longer, but I was quite surprised that I was like, wow, I'm already like, it's probably was going to turn red anytime. But
Right.
Yeah,
no, I mean, the Manicore battery, like compared to the triple score like crushes through the batteries. Like
Really?
probably 6 hours of detecting with the triple score, and it needs to be charged.
Whoa.
So
The reason Eddie asked that is because he uses an external battery for his, so he can detect all day. So
yeah, I mean, I've gone out, I mean, I've probably done 6-7 hours on it with it, and it's still, I've never had any issues with the battery. If you're asking me about, I've never had any issues. I'm sure easily you could do 8 hours with it. I guess it all depends on settings too, right? Like, I mean, if you've got
Right.
you're running it like as hot as you possibly can, and I'm
Yep.
sure the batteries are probably, it's going to go through a little bit more battery, right? Then,
yeah,
so
I think Crystal, the way she runs her day, her batteries last an hour. So Mark, for big, like, you call yourself a beginning detectorist, but your collection
Stop
is
it,
like,
Landon.
holy smokes.
Well, I appreciate that. It's just, I guess, it's, I mean, like all of us, we kind of compare what we have to what you see, right? And I mean, I see these people jump on here, and they're finding like early 1800s, 1700s coins, and so it's kind of like, I guess it's all relevant. It's relevant to where you live, what what you're digging, and things like that. So to me, I guess I look at it and I'm like, oh, man,
Hey, Bree.
I want that 1700 coin that person has. So, it's relevant to what I kind of see here, and it's other people might look at me like, yeah, wow, you found like a lot of cool stuff. And there's, I
You
guess, still.
definitely
Mm-hmm.
Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, when I first kind of was like, oh man, what am I going to show? Like, but yeah. Anyone have any other questions?
Well, the other thing I wanted to mention, Mark, was I saw it bump over 60 people. That's a really good night for us. So
Yeah.
you definitely made a connection with people. So
Yeah, way to go.
Well, I saw my wife pop in, so I don't know if she's
Oh.
still here. Might be. I saw my wife, but she would pop into my lives every once in a while. And when I was going live, and I know a lot of people, Kim and Mac and guys like that were pushing it. So yeah, no, I like I said, I appreciate you guys asking me to come on. Yeah, there was probably a 10-minute period that I was a little nervous, more because this is my first face reveal.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you too.
And
This is your first face. Your first
I
face
do
reveal?
have a lot of gray hair. So I started graying when I was about 30. So
My dad did too.
and I guess what do they call it? They call it distinguished.
Yes.
That's right.
Detector spouse night.
Yes, the weather is insane here at the moment. I think it was about 70 today. And it's going to be -2. Well, what is -2?
Thank you,
Like
Steve.
30, like below 32 for you
Wow.
guys, in like 2 days. When I was out digging, it was about 72, and all of a sudden the wind picked up and it probably dropped probably into the 50s in a matter of like half an hour. So we're getting like most people, like you guys probably are too. It sounds like everybody's getting it all around us of rain, like a huge amount of rain coming.
Yeah, we're
So-
supposed to. Well, here in upstate, we're supposed to get not tomorrow, Thursday. We're supposed to get rain, snow. I think the weekend high is 38.
I'm going back to North Carolina.
Yeah, it's the same here. Like they've kind of changed it. I guess Thursday, Friday, they're calling for like a mix. But it's just like, I mean, obviously these are what we're going to be getting coming up is normal temperatures. These are not normal. Today I was out in shorts and a t-shirt. So, that only happens when I would go away on vacation at March break. So, yes, like you guys, I can't really use the Canadian thing that we live in igloos and whatever else. And it's, always minus 200 degrees here. I think we have very similar weather patterns.
So I got one kind of off-topic question. So
yes.
you love hockey. How did you take it when the U.S. swept Canada in the men's and women gold hockey?
Yeah. I think here's my take on it. And I mean, obviously I'm very biased. I think Canada probably should have won the game in regular, but it's tough. It's a completely different game when it goes to 3-on-3 overtime.
Right. It's not
the same, right? It's not even the same hockey. There's so many factors that come in. Obviously, one bad little line change.
Yep.
And just shoot the puck, and it's so much about controlling of the puck because you don't want to. As soon as you lose it, then it's like all of a sudden it changes the whole dynamic of the game. So, but
yeah, definitely, it was intense to watch. Obviously it started off with the women's hockey, and then going over to the men's hockey. The U.S. was doing great in the first quarter. And then that second and third, it was all Canada. Like I really thought for sure Canada was gonna shut it down in the third, but yeah, it was good. It was good hockey.
No, it is. Well, I mean, it is what it is when it's all said and done. I mean, I guess what was it? I can't remember how many years it was since you guys won the gold. So, I mean, for me personally,
1982.
Yeah, I think it was so
it's when we beat Russia.
It was 1980.
40 some years or whatever. Yeah, I mean, for me, I much preferred the Four Nations.
Yeah,
over them going to the Olympics. Right. I don't know. I mean, it just, to me, it was, obviously you probably saw what happened in the first 2 minutes of the Four Nations between Canada and U.S. I mean, the Chuck brother just dropped the gloves and started pounding on everybody.
Yeah, that was insane.
Different in the Olympics, I mean, even though there were some vicious hits and stuff like that, it's just not. I don't think it's the same hockey, right? I mean,
definitely not.
NHL, the Four Nations was obviously sanctioned by the NHL. So all these guys leaving their club teams to go play in the Olympics, getting hurt and whatever else, it's a big deal. Where the Four Nations was sanctioned 100% by the NHL, so they could go out there and kill each other, and I guess I shouldn't say the word, but beat each other up. And so, but
so how old are you?
I will be
Landon.
54 in June.
And you still play hockey.
Yeah, if you, there's guys on my team that are 80 years old.
Dang,
Holy
that's awesome.
crap.
And they skate a lot better than I probably do, some of them. So, yeah, I played hockey my whole life. So,
Goodness
like I
gracious.
said, I
Yes.
play hockey, but I play beer league. And
Yeah.
it's all about, so it's the hockey's just an added bonus, I guess.
Right. I always they had a old what they call old man league here, and I played in that for 2 seasons, and finally after the second season it was awful because I was the youngest one out there, It's like I'd get there and it was like, oh, let's go check the young kid. Like let's go we're gonna send him into the glass. Yeah. And I was like, okay, I can't do this. I still have to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I was the same. I mean, I still go out there. I don't wear shoulder pads or any of that kind of stuff. Just old school. I used to wear only a visor.
Oh
And
my gosh.
I got cut here with a puck. You can see some stitches here. And same thing. I was like,
Landon.
man, I gotta get up tomorrow and go to work. And so that's enough of this. So then I put the shield on and full face mask and whatever else. But yeah.
Good night, Aaron.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. I mean, I could play hockey every single day if I could, but I don't think my
I just
body
like being
can.
on the ice. Being out on the ice is amazing.
So are you guys Buffalo Sabres fans?
I'm a Sabres fan.
I would hope so.
I don't know.
They're doing absolutely amazing this year.
Yes, they are.
My Toronto Maple Leafs are not doing so good.
Not so good this year.
They're imploding on themselves. So I guess Mitch Marner was the glue.
Right. Kim is asking, are you going to stick with metal detecting for a bit then?
Yes. I will be the first to admit I absolutely love it. I work from home now, so ever since I changed, I was a golf course superintendent for 28 years, and an opportunity came along to switch jobs. I was less than 5 years away from full retirement, and I decided to pack it in and switch jobs completely. And now, so I work from home. So we're down to a 1-car family. So it's kind of, my wife is amazing when it comes to this. She's like figuring out like, okay, so is it okay if I get my hair done on Thursday afternoon? Like, is that okay? Because, I know you're going to probably want to go detecting, and I'm like, yeah, no, I go, I didn't tell her the weather's going to be crappy, so it's a good day for her to go. And, but it's like, she always is thinking about, what, I'll be home probably around 3:00. I'm going to try to get home early today so that you can go out detecting and whatever else. So she's been amazing, supportive.
That's awesome.
When I'm gone for hours on end, and she walks in the door and I'm basically walking right out the door.
Dang.
Yeah, so yeah.
That's awesome though. I don't know why you said you didn't find much. Like, holy crap, man.
Well, like I said, I mean, I got more stuff laying around like everybody, right? I've got boxes with some stuff in it, and
oh yeah.
like I said, I guess it's just relevant to, when you dig 1,800 pennies, you kind of think that's, sometimes I'll go into, and that's it. Like every single swing is a penny.
Goodness
And
gracious.
I dig most of them, and then get to the point where, when you first show up and you're fresh, you're like, okay, I'm going to dig every single signal. And 2 hours later, you're kind of like, now I'm cherry picking a little bit, but so.
Thank you, Landon.
Thanks, Landon.
Thank you.
Yeah, no,
everybody
awesome.
for showing
Yes,
up for
thank you
Flip
guys
and
for all the
presenting.
gifts.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, no, this was an awesome show. You definitely should not have been nervous at all. You guys did awesome.
Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, an amazing community. I was honored to John to reach out and ask me to come on the show and get to talk to you guys. And hopefully, it wasn't too boring, and I didn't talk
Not
too
at
much
all.
about whatever.
No, it was awesome. You did great. I appreciate it. It was definitely nice to like Kim said, it was nice to be able to put a face to the name. It was nice to get to chit chat with you for 2 hours and learn about you and see all your finds.
Yeah, it went by very quick.
It
Because I
does.
was thinking, oh man, 2 hours. What am I going to do? Like 2 hours? But yeah, it's gone. There's a little
Yeah.
joke in there. I know you probably saw Kim said it was nice to meet you, Eric. So for the longest time, she was calling me Eric. So well, let's see. Like, how do you? I don't want to like call it out in the chat. So it's not Eric. Like, so I messaged her and said, just to let you know, you can call me whatever you want, but my name's Mark. So, but I think I called her Lisa the first time
that's
the first
funny.
time she ever went live. She was showing some pennies, I think some,
Good night, Lenny.
Good night, Lenny.
and then I started calling her Lisa after, and I think she did the same thing. It's actually Kim. I was like, oh, okay. So
Crystal messes
Yeah.
up everybody's name. So
yeah,
Except for
I'm
mine.
terrible with the names, but it's amazing how many names I've met on here, and like who they are by their actual first name now, right?
Right.
So
Absolutely. Well, it's
thank you
definitely
so
a
much for
pleasure
the
having
gifts.
you on here. It was nice to be able to chit chat with you, like I said, and see your finds and stuff, and then obviously the community getting to meet you. Yeah, it's great.
Well, guys, I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Amazing. I always love the show in general. Meeting other people and things like that. So, yeah, keep it up, guys. It's great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you guys, everyone in the chat for supporting Mark and John and Beth. You guys absolutely crush it like you do every Tuesday.
Thank you, Landon.
So I can't wait to see you guys again soon, and happy detecting. If you guys got good weather, let's see those lives, and we'll support each other in there. Have a great night, guys, and we'll see you guys all again soon.
Perfect. Take care, everybody.
Good night, guys. Love you guys.